Bullying is a learned behavior that comes from schools. I personally think that it has evolved over time and it's born of frustration and boredom in children. Kids are very unfiltered and can be very cruel. Not that they know what they're actually doing, they're just bumbling along. To take them out of the home and mono-age them and put them in large groups of other children with few adults and little guidance is insane. So we really can't and shouldn't be surprised that we now have this epidemic of bullying to the point where child suicide is a real threat, a real problem. And mental health in children is declining. And you have kids engaging in risky and dangerous behaviors from a young age. I think the root cause is that they're just bored and they don't have the support that they need emotionally from a young age. You have to factor in the fact that a lot of these teachers are the ones doing the bullying. So these kids are learning how to be bullies from adults and from other kids that come to school that may have narcissistic parents or just not very good parents, and they bring these behaviors to school. So you're really gambling with what your kids are being exposed to. Emotional intelligence is not something you can learn in a school because there's no room for it. Everything that you do that has to do with your emotions is compartmentalized and shut down. And subconsciously, what happens is children are just programmed to stuff their emotions and or act them out. And then families don't have enough time to build emotional intelligence in their lives because of these hectic schedules and just the entire way we've set up our life around capitalism and hyperproductivity, basically over scheduling our time. We are all emotionally dysregulated. So the solution is to take control of your life and be the designer of your life and stop supporting these systems. This is the most advantageous time for you to make a switch, to make a quantum jump into a different way of living. We fundamentally need a paradigm shift away from this system that we have now, which is left over from the industrial age. We need to design our future. We need to think of what this new world should and could look like in every way. We have to be the designers because without a vision, we have nothing. It will just continue to be fed to us what it is that we should be doing or how things should be. This is why you have to take back your life from all forms of government. If you really read the Constitution, it's not what's going on here. But that's a different set of videos that we can maybe get into at a later time. But we have to start creating in our mind how we want our world to be and function and look. And unschooling is probably the biggest pivotal choice you could make in creating a new life that is not part of that paradigm. To end bullying, you got to end the place where the bullying happens. You have to stop doing the things that cause people to behave in these ways. And this is forced factory schooling. So, hello, this is the elephant in the room, people. It's not true that you have to send your kids to school to be socialized. Nobody needs to be ized. Kids do not need to be socialized. They need to grow and learn and be natural and find friends in a natural way by following their interests. They need to be with their families. They need to be emotionally regulated and work at a pace that is authentic to them. And the only way to shift the paradigm is to shut down these systems. So don't be afraid of your freedom. Be the change you want to see in the world today and let your kids lead the way. Go to Unschoolia.com to learn how you can work one-on-one with me or get my course, Too Cool for School. Join the Unschooling Revolution. See you over there.